Okay, we are going to look at how do we find mean absolute deviation. So similar to the first video, except these are examples that are in ALEKS. Now this is a screenshot of ALEKS, so that's I can't actually use a real ALEKS calculator. So we're going to be doing kind of a mixture of like math, manually, and then I'll be using a calculator on this. So I apologize about that, but that's how this works. So in this data set, we have 7 values. We're going to find the mean absolute deviation. So in other words, the average distance each number is from the mean, from the average, the average distance from the average for this whole data set. So if you kind of look at the range of numbers, 23 is our highest, 9 is our lowest. So our, it's very possible, we could have a number, about 5 or 6 or whatever for our mean absolute deviation. So we're gonna start by finding the mean. All right. So to find the mean, we are going to hope that my pencil tool works. So to find the mean, all right, we're going to add all of the numbers up. And I'm just writing this out so you see exactly what we're doing here. And you guys should hopefully by now be pretty solid on finding your averages, right? Finding your mean. Mean and average are 2 names for the same thing. So it's adding all the numbers up and dividing by how many there are. And we know there's 7 because they tell us right here that there's 7 values, all right? So then your next step is take your calculator and just add all 7 of these numbers up. And I'm doing that right now. 18 and 11. All right. That doesn't look right for some reason. I'm going to do it one more time. 13 plus 9. 23 plus 14, 10 plus 18 plus 11. Well, I'm glad I actually redid this because I really made a mess of it earlier. So 98 divided by 7 is 14. So my mean is 14. And in most of these examples, your mean is going to usually be, oh wow, what's going on there? We got some crazy things happening here. All right, your mean's usually going to be a pretty accessible number, right? So we've got 14 here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to subtract. We're going to take each number and we're going to subtract the mean from it, and we're going to find the absolute value of it. So we have 13 minus 14. We have 9 minus 14, and these brackets that I put around it are simply a way of showing that whatever my number is, I'm going to make it positive. That's what absolute value means, all right? 23 minus 14. And then 14 minus 14. What's interesting about this one is we're actually going to have one where we're going to have a number of 0, right? And that's kind of fun. So 10 minus 14, and then 18 minus 14, and 11 minus 14. So if you need to do these with a calculator because your integers aren't real strong, that's fine. Otherwise, if you know 13 minus 14 is negative 1, the positive of that is 1. 9 minus 14 is negative 5. The positive of that would be 5. 23 minus 14 is already a positive number. It's 9. 14 minus 14 is easy. That's 0. 10 minus 14 gives you negative 4, which becomes positive because of the absolute value signs. 18 minus 14 is positive 4 already, so we leave it how it is. And 11 minus 14 gives us negative 3, which I started to write down until I realized I needed to make it positive. So now what we're going to do, the final step, is you take all of these numbers and we add them up, and I'm going to put the 0 in, even though I know what's going to happen. But I'm just doing that so that you can see that you're still adding up 7 numbers and finding an average again. Now the average you're finding, though, is the average of the distance each number is away from the mean, right? This is 1 away, this is 5 away, this is 9 away, that's 0 away, 4 away, 4 away, and 3 away. Doesn't matter if it's positive away from it, if it's like greater than it or less than it. It's the distance away from it. So now we'll just add everything up. So 1 plus 5 is 6, so we got 15, got 19, 23, 26. So we should have 26 divided by 7. So I'm going to confirm this with my calculator. Go 1 plus 5 plus 0 plus 9 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 is 26, and divided by 7, and you get 3.714 with a bunch of junk going after it, a bunch of numbers, sign up, blah, 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 right? Rounding to the nearest hundredth. So this is where we want to stop. So you look to the next digit to tell you, do I round up or do I keep it where it is? Well, it's a 4. 4 is less than 5. That tells us keep it where it is. So my mean absolute deviation is 3.71, which is the average distance each number is away from the average. And I estimated about between 5 and 6, I think is what I said. So I was kind of close, but definitely not as close as I would have liked to have been, but 3.71. So the average distance each number is away from the average is, more than 3.5, less than 4. Okay, so I hope this is helpful to you. I'm just going to do this one example because these are time consuming, but it's the same process each time. And that's what's nice about these is they're regular. The only time they really get challenging is when your mean is like a weird number. But usually if that's the case, they'll tell you, what to round it to and all that. So good luck with these guys.